everyone, this is Tony Beers for Toxic Pop News. In this episode, we will be reacting to Hasbro's Marvel Legends reveals from New York Toy Fair 2018. First, we will be looking at a brand new wave, Marvel Studios' first 10 years. In this wave, Hasbro is releasing figures based off of the movie's characters that we haven't seen be made yet, or updates of previous characters. It's worth noting that this wave has a price increase over the standard Marvel Legends. First up is this Captain America Crossbones 2-pack from Captain America Civil War. With Cap, we're getting the same body and shield we've had several times, but it includes an unmasked head, which seems to be the best likeness to Chris Evans we've gotten so far. This is our first Crossbones, and he looks pretty good. He comes with 2 gauntlets and an alternate unmasked burnt head. The Captain America trilogy is my favorite standalone trilogy in the MCU, so I can't wait for this set. Speaking of the Cap trilogy, next is the Red Skull from Captain America the First Avenger. It's a shame we never gotten a movie figure based off of Cap's arch nemesis, but now we have. Plus, what's cool about this figure is that it comes with swappable parts to create a Hydra agent. Many fans will army build this figure. Perhaps later on from the Cap movies, we might see Agent Carter, a skinny Steve Rogers, Armin Zola, or even Batroc. Next is this Tony Stark Iron Man Mark I 2-pack from the first Iron Man movie. It is a Walmart exclusive. Like Cap, this looks to be the best Tony Stark head sculpt. Mark I looks very detailed. However, I don't like what looks to be a flame-firing projectile. That's some gimmicky kids' toy stuff right there. Next is this Iron Man from the first Avengers movie. This is a great update to that original figure. It looks terrific. It comes with repulsor blast effects and flaps that open on the back. Frankly, I don't find this feature necessary, but it was in the movie, and I'm sure many fans will like it, so I can't complain. If they make more of these 10th anniversary figures from the Avengers franchise, they definitely need to make Quicksilver. Next is this Hot Rod Armor Iron Man, Pepper Potts, and Mandarin 3-pack from Iron Man 3. This will be a Toys R Us exclusive. Frankly, Iron Man 3 is the worst MC movie in my opinion, so I'll probably be skipping this pack, but I have to admit the figures look good. Pepper comes with an alternate armored arm and a blast effect. Next is this Hulkbuster Iron Man and Hulk 2-pack from Avengers Age of Ultron. This is a Target exclusive. This is another skip for me since I have the previous versions of these figures, but this will be great for anyone who missed out on them. Hulkbuster has a new paint job and Hulk has a new head sculpt and new paint. If we get more figures from the Iron Man movies, I'd like to see Whiplash, Ironmonger, and Justin Hammer. Next is this Thor and Lady Sif 2-pack from Thor The Dark World. They look great. Thor looks to be a combination of reused parts from the Thor from the Avengers movie and Thor from Age of Ultron. But Lady Sif seems to be brand new. I actually like Thor The Dark World more than most people, so this is a must-have for me. If they continue these figures from the Thor movie, I would like to see the Warriors 3, Malekith, Odin, Executioner, Curse, Korg, and Heimdall. Next is this Ant-Man Yellow Jacket 2-pack from Ant-Man. We are finally getting an Ant-Man with a movie-accurate helmet. Frankly, I always thought that the Yellow Jacket was a lame villain, but this costume is awesome. So, it would be great to get this set. For the Ant-Man franchise, I would like to see a Hank Pym with a young and an old alternate heads. Finally, for this wave is Ronin from the first Guardians of the Galaxy movie. He is a GameStop, Big Bag Toy Store, and Entertainment Earth exclusive. It's too bad we didn't get the main villain earlier, but at least we get him now. And he looks good. If we get any more figures from the Guardians of the Galaxy franchise, I'd like to see the Collector, Howard the Duck, Kraglin, and Aisha. These 10th anniversary figures come in a packaging that has artwork on the side that form an MCU mural. Next up is the second Deadpool wave. First is Lady Deadpool, and she comes with Headpool. I know nothing about this character, so she is just a woman in a Deadpool costume to me. So she is an easy pass. Next up is Omega Red. He looks great. Unfortunately, his tentacles are not bendy wire. Regardless, I can't wait to get him. Next is Deadpool in an X-Men costume, and it's fine. It looks funny with the X-Men written on his chest, but it's just okay. I think I'll pass on this one. Next up is Bishop. He is in his 90s classic costume from the Jim Lee era, and I like it. This is a must-get for me. Next is Deadpool in his boxers, and he looks great. Unlike the X-Men costume, this one is more funny in my opinion. I love the heart-shaped Deadpool logos on his boxers, and his pink fuzzy slippers with a sock on one foot. I might have to pick this one up just on the absurdity of it alone. Lastly for this wave is the Build-A-Figure Sauron. He looks fantastic. It looks like they use parts from the Lizard Build-A-Figure, but the thing is I don't like all the figures in this wave, so I'll probably skip on this one. Next for the Spider-Man wave is the House of M Spider-Man. I don't like most of these Spider-Man variants, but I'm sure some fans would want it. Next is Daredevil in this mostly black costume. I like Daredevil, but I prefer his classic look, so it's another pass for me. Speaking of Daredevil, next is Elektra. She's looking great, and I can't wait to get this figure. Next is Cloak and Dagger. These are two separate figures. I like the dagger effects for Dagger. Cloak's cloak can stand alone without the figure in its body, which is cool. I like the characters, but I don't find them essential, so I'm skipping these two. Next is a modern Scarlet Spider. I like the look of this one since his costume makes more sense, since it is more red than the previous one, but I don't like this character, so another pass for me. Next is Dr. Octopus. He is my most anticipated figure in this wave, and it looks like Hasbro did a good job. Unfortunately, the arms are not bendy wire. Regardless, I can't wait to get him. Lastly for this wave is the Build-A-Figure SPDR. I have no idea who or what this character is. Frankly, I think Hasbro made a bad decision making this the Build-A-Figure. It's an extremely obscure character, and very few people will buy the entire wave to build this figure, which is good news for me as I will be passing on this figure. Continuing with the Spider-Man theme, next is a Venom wave to coincide with the Venom movie. First, of course, is Venom himself. This is mostly a reissue of the previous Venom figure, but this comes with tendrils on his neck and an alternate unmasked head. I have a Marvel Select Venom figure that I'm satisfied with, so I'll probably pass on this one. Next is Carnage. It is also a mostly reissued figure, but this one comes with an alternate unmasked head and an axe. I missed out on the previous Carnage figure, and I'm kind of glad that I did, since this one has more accessories. I think I want to get this one. Next is Scream. Other than Venom or Carnage, I'm not a fan of the symbiotes, so this is an easy pass for me. Next is Poison. Again, I know nothing about this character, so I will skip it. Lastly in this wave is Peter Porker, the Spectacular Spider-Ham. Just like the Deadpool with his boxers, I have to get this figure just for the absurdity of it. It comes with an alternate head for pork grind. The bad thing is that it is a very small figure at the same price point as the larger figures. He should have been an accessory to another figure, or be in a 2-pack with pork grind himself or Howard the Duck at the same price point as an average figure. Also, he lacks articulation. Having said that, I still want the figure. Next, for the X-Men wave, is Sabretooth. He is in his classic 90s Jim Lee era costume, and I love it. I have to get him. Lastly, for this X-Men wave is Magneto. I love the character, but I don't like this costume, so he's another pass for me. Continuing with the X-Men is Wolverine from the Legendary Riders wave. He looks terrific. A plainclothes Wolverine on a motorcycle, you can't go wrong. He comes with retractable claw hands and and an alternate patch head. This is a must-get for me. With the Ant-Man and Wasp movie coming up, they showed a couple of figures to coincide with it, and they will be part of the Avengers wave. First up is Ant-Man himself. When the original Ant-Man movie figure was released, I was always disappointed that it was somewhat inaccurate to the movie costume, and this seems to rectify that. And he comes with a Paul Rudd head, and I love the smirk on his face. And of course, next is the Wasp, and she looks great. She also comes with a great looking alternate head. I can't wait for both of these figures. There's also going to be a comic book 2-pack with the Scott Lang Ant-Man and his daughter Cassie as Stinger. It is exclusive to Toys R Us, and as usual, I prefer the classic look, so this is a pass for me. Next for the Avengers wave, we have Black Knight. He is a classic Avengers member. He looks great. He comes with a sword and 3 heads. I can't wait to get him. For the Avengers wave, they showed Malekith. He came with last year's San Diego Comic-Con Thor 5-pack, but this one has alternate colors. I've said before that I thought this figure would get a retail release, and I was right. I also said that I would get it to add to my collection. While not at the show, recently, pictures of the Scarlet Witch and Vision movie figure 2-pack for the Infinity War have been leaked. It is a Toys R Us exclusive. The Scarlet Witch has been released before, but her effects look new now. And we have been waiting for a long time for a Vision figure, so this is a must-get for me. In other movie figures, from the Black Panther, there is a Killmonger and Everett Ross 2-pack. This is an exclusive to Target. In my opinion, they should have given us a movie Claw and Shuri instead, but this is fine. I'm kind of a movie figure completist, so I'll probably pick this up at some point, but I'm not in a rush to get it. Next, for the Fantastic Four Walgreens exclusives, they showed Thing, and I think he looks great. He comes with 2 heads, one with teeth and one without. Some say he's too big. I don't have a problem with it. Thing is one of my favorite characters, and I want to complete my Fantastic Four team, so I can't wait to get him. Then they showed the Silver Surfer. Again, he looks great. It's hard to screw up what is essentially a naked guy with silver body paint. He is a must-get for me. So that's it for our reaction to the Marvel Legends revealed at New York Toy Fair. Tell us what you think of the figures. Which one is your favorite? Which ones will you pass on? What figures do you want them to reveal next? We have more Toy Fair reactions coming, so be on the lookout for those videos. I'm Tony Beers. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. This video is sponsored by the Crazy Kings of Toys. Check them out for all your toy needs and find out why they are so crazy. Find them on eBay, Bricklink, and Facebook. Links are in the description. For more Toxic Pop, visit our website at toxicpop1.wixsite.com/toxicpop. Email us at toxicpop1@gmail.com and check us out on Facebook at facebook.com/toxicpop1 and Instagram at instagram.com/wearetoxicpop. Links are in the description.